Now, at the end of last month, an Nakuru Environment and Lands Court upheld the legality of 6 settlement schemes in eastern Mau, spanning over 35,000 hectares in Nakuru. Now, those resettled in the schemes by the government in 1995 celebrated the ruling, terming it as a new dawn as they finally have a chance to legally own the land officially hived off from the forest through a 2001 Gazette notice. Now, however, the Ogiek community has opposed the Kenyan court ruling, standing with an earlier ruling by the Regional East African Court of Justice, directing the government to recognize them as the indigenous people with the Mau forest as their ancestral land. Ken Gashuhi reports.
Justice John Mutungi of the Nakuru Environment and Lands Court, in a ruling delivered on 30th September 2024, recognized the 2001 cut line defining the boundary between 6 settlement schemes and the eastern Mau forest in Njoro and Molo constituencies. The ruling, which has elicited mixed reactions, paves way for the communities resettled here by the government in 1995 to acquire title deeds for their respective parcels of land.
They have done us a lot of justice, something that has delayed development in this area for a very long time, well over 30 years, and people have not been developing. There are very few schools here. Almost the whole of Nashwet, we only have the 2 secondary schools.
Tangu 1985 tukishika hii mashamba, but tunafurutana, hakuna mali hatujaingia tukiomba usaidizi, lakini Mungu ameshuka akatufungulia.
The 6 settlement schemes which have been under caveat include Naiswet, Mariashoni, Sururu, Likia, Sigotik and Terit, measuring about 35,301 hectares in total, an equivalent of 87,230 acres. Those celebrating the ruling saying it is a precursor for social and economic development.
Imekuwa ikituadhiri sana mambo ya maendeleo, sababu kama saa hii watoto wetu wengi hawasomi, sababu kama tungekuwa na title deed tungeanza hata kuenda kukopa pesa.
Nikipewa title deed itanisaidia kabisa kwa mengi, kama kulima tutaomba maloni kutoka kwa title deed yetu.
Until 2020, ethnic conflicts had become a norm in the area as communities waged war against each other over ownership of the land. The communities now feel the uncertainty will come to an end with the subdivision of the land and official allocation to individual owners.
Hata hii vita unaonaga tukipigana na jamii zingine ni sababu wanadhania wengine watatupigana watoke ndio tuchukue hizi mashamba, lakini tukipewa matitle watajua sasa watu wamekaa permanent, sasa tutaishi na umoja.
Watu wetu waliteseka, hata wamama wale walijifungua wakati huo walikuwa na shida, wanajifungua barabarani, walikuwa na shida, hata watoto wale walizaliwa wakati huo atuone hao watoto wako na afya mzuri.
The Kenyan court ruling is however facing rejection from the minority Ogiek community, which has reiterated on the implementation of a 2017 ruling by the East African Court of Justice requiring the Kenyan government to recognize them as the indigenous people with the Mau forest as their ancestral land.
Despite winning multiple cases over the same land, the recent judgment has ignored the concern of the Ogiek community. What will be the fate of the Ogiek? That is our main question. Implementation of judgments. Why is the Ogiek case not being implemented before lifting the caveat?
Kusema ati kila mtu na title yake ni kama kukuja kunyanyasa jamii ya Ogiek. Na sisi tunasema kama jamii ya Ogiek kutoka Sururu mpaka Baraget uko ndio nyumbani.
The Ogiek community also claims that subdivision of the land to individuals will claw back on the gains made in conservation efforts for the Mau forest, which is one of Kenya's main water towers. Other communities have however vowed to abide with the court ruling, directing them to ensure they plant trees on 30% of the land allocated to them.
Tumekubaliana wote tukirudisha kwa mashamba catlight ikafia tikitolewa tupewe matitle. Tumekubali wote tupande miti. Kuna watu wenye wako na matitles, wenye wanaishi tauni ile, wanangojea tu hii mashamba ikuwe ready. Lakini tunaomba serikali utushike mkono.
Ken Gashuhi, KTN News.